Attention all 9-year-olds. Pewdiepie is in great danger and needs your help to stop T-Series from getting more subscribers than him. He won't need your credit card for this. Remember to subscribe to Pewdiepie before watching this video. Do this, and together we'll get that epic victory royale.
What's up everyone, it's Zyphon. Today I'm going to be looking at this video from the Infographic show. Before I start off, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. I'm actually a fan of the Infographic show, but I think this video hasn't really been the strongest one. In all fairness, he does make the video as close to one of his normal videos as he usually does. I feel like this video, Pewdiepie vs T-Series, it's not really a well-researched video. Now in all fairness, he does make the video in the same style of his other videos with the same type of research, but for this topic, that's not at all something that worked. I feel like this video is pretty stacked against Pewdiepie, not really so much in the beginning, but more towards the end, or the second half I should say. I'm only going to be showing the parts that I feel actually matter. So with no further ado, let's get into the video.
PewDiePie's video views per day are all over the place, but lately the number has been around 5 to 8 million views a day. That's why T-Series gets that A++ grade we talked about earlier in the show. But how does this translate to money? Which is no doubt the main motivation why these two channels get out of bed in the morning.
Just look at this clip from one of PewDiePie's videos.
And here we are 5 years later, and it's exploded. And what people, I guess, don't really think about until it's in their face is that I have 9 billion views, and that translates to something. There's ads on my videos, I make money out of those. So whenever it comes out how much I made a certain year, people just get so shocked, and a lot of people also, which I saw, were very, very angry. They thought it was unfair. They thought I just sit on my ass all day and I just yell at the screen over here, which is true. But there's so much more to it than that, and I understand that people just hate and hate, right?
But I don't know. I really think that money doesn't make you happy. I am just as happy as I am now as I was 5 years ago.
Money doesn't make you happy.
Now I can't disagree that money was important to PewDiePie's career as a YouTuber because it allowed him to become self-sustaining. But I think it's pretty clear that money is not one of his main motivations. Why? Just take a look at his channel and history. He constantly has his videos demonetized. He never plays it safe, and more importantly, he doesn't appear to safeguard himself from those two aspects. He's constantly demonetized, yet still has the audacity to upload a diss track with profanity in the title.
Lasagna, lasagna, T-Series ain't nothing but lasagna.
Yeah, cause that's definitely caring about money.
Yes, his channel is wholly disliked by many people not young or born into what's called Generation C. Yes, he is torn to shreds on Twitter and Reddit on a regular basis, but obviously someone likes him. His detractors just seem to be more outspoken than his devotees.
This definitely has to be the most inaccurate part of the video. First of all, there is no good way of measuring PewDiePie's approval rating.
He is torn to shreds on Twitter and Reddit on a regular basis.
The fact that Twitter and Reddit experiences are your sources for this claim is just telling. You do realize they're like social bubbles? You see things based off of where you go often and how you interact with the website. The assumption is that this is what leads you to say that his detractors seem to be more outspoken than his devotees. All I can say is that you're obviously not on YouTube a lot. The vast majority of YouTubers, especially big ones, side with PewDiePie. You want proof? Take a look at this video's like to dislike ratio. Seem promising? Now take a look at your video's like to dislike ratio. And that's only as it begins to get attention from beyond your fanbase. Second, when you say obviously someone likes him,
But obviously someone likes him.
you say it as if PewDiePie has very little outreach at all. That his fanbase is mostly teenage girls apparently. This in itself confirms my social bubble claim just now because it doesn't take much effort to actually get to know his demographic.
But I got 9 year olds, the world's a hold your defecation. Oops, multiple
and music videos. There's no digital cult of personality like you get with the likes of PewDiePie and Logan Paul.
Of course, why not? A comparison of Logan Paul to PewDiePie. That's obviously a fair comparison. On YouTube, most people don't really like Logan Paul, but most people do like PewDiePie. Of course, there was a time when that wasn't the case, but nowadays, more than ever, PewDiePie is pretty much universally liked by YouTubers.
His content is also mocked by the mainstream media for being mindless to the extreme, what Wired called aggressive stupidity.
In the mainstream media, I see PewDiePie more often criticized for the lack of barriers to his humor, for his language, and for his complaints about the mainstream media itself. Are you talking about complaints about PewDiePie in like 2014 or something? That would have to be pretty outdated.
What Wired called aggressive stupidity.
You quoted Wired, but don't actually put that down in your list of sources. For all I know, you could have used the same media sources that are heavily biased against PewDiePie. I know you often use media for your research, which is certainly useful for your normal video topic, but media stories about YouTubers tend to be very, Other times, things are taken out of context. For example, I want to point to earlier how you talked about PewDiePie's hot dog shop.
No one lives for free, and creating content isn't easy when broke. And it's also well known that one way he earned an income when he got going was by selling hot dogs. While the media reports that his parents were wealthy entrepreneurs, it seems young Felix wasn't just handed a silver spoon. Not only was he selling hot dogs, but he also told the media his boss made him sell almost raw hot dogs as cooking them cost too much money.
The sources they use tend to word it as a PewDiePie hit rock bottom or something like that. But do they actually take into account PewDiePie's actual opinion?
And a lot of people like to take this story as something negative, or like, oh, he did that, or I can't believe he used to sell hot dogs. Now look at him making big bucks. It wasn't like that at all for me. I was the happiest I was at that time because I was finally, for the first time in many, many years, doing what I wanted to do. And the fact that I could make videos was so much more important to me that I had to spend a few hours a day doing a job that wasn't that prestigious.
At least you remember to put down Wikipedia as one of your sources.
But he's doing something right. He released the diss track, the one with lasagna in the name. And he does sound kind of petty in the track, singing, "You're trying to dethrone me for spot number 1, but you're India, you lose, so best thing you haven't won."
See, this is the problem with your sources. Use some website called Dexerto to quote PewDiePie instead of, I don't know, the actual video. How do I know this? Let me play you a clip of the diss track that you probably haven't even watched or at least paid the least bit of attention to.
You're trying to dethrone me from spot on number 1, but you India, you lose, so best think you haven't won.
Now obviously diss tracks aren't Infographic show's thing, but it wouldn't hurt to actually understand everything you analyze. Am I right?
And he does sound kind of petty in the track.
If the diss track with lasagna in the name doesn't come off as obvious satire, then I hate to say it, but you're probably the type of person who'd actually believe an article from The Onion, so long as you don't see the article's website. Now again, I think this video actually massively misrepresents PewDiePie. Now there are some parts where they talk about him unbiased, and of course I left out the parts that aren't really that bad, because really there's no reason to talk about them. This video makes it clear that Infographic Show is not really a big fan of PewDiePie. But there's more to this. The video length. Come on, 10 minutes and 1 second? Please tell me that's not obviously trying to milk a video for 10 minutes. Cause if that's not, I don't know what is. Now, obviously I can't really blame him. Just because he makes videos for money doesn't add merit to the claim that PewDiePie and T-Series both make videos solely for money.
Money, which is no doubt the main motivation why these two channels get out of bed in the morning.
Now at one point I'll admit it was accurate, the point where he was milking videos to be 10 minutes, but in more recent times I don't think it has been accurate as much. Though obviously he still tries keeping 10 minutes. At least now, he's not milking his videos to reach the 10-minute mark. Besides all that, this video, I don't think it's very well researched considering not only the sources, but also the things he left out. The biggest point that Infographic Show did not catch on to is Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is probably the most influential figure, besides PewDiePie and T-Series of course, in the whole PewDiePie versus T-Series war. He literally bought advertisements, and you're not going to talk about that? In fact, the whole reason that PewDiePie is even the #1 YouTuber still is because of that. Another thing that Infographic show left out is the opinion of his fanbase. Why do they go on and pursue this war? Why does PewDiePie care so much about it if he doesn't care about being #1? Well, that's one thing that you had yet to explain, so here, I'll explain it to all you. It's not about PewDiePie's cult of personality and trying to stay #1. It's about YouTube creators still being on the top of things. T-Series? I doubt they even care about being #1. They're getting a lot of money, and PewDiePie, his videos are constantly demonetized, as I said earlier. So, take away anything you want from this. I'll say again, the biggest weakness of Infographic Show's video was the fact that he did not use primary sources, aka PewDiePie's video, to actually get PewDiePie's opinions, as opposed to just media sources. I do understand that it can be time consuming to actually have to go through videos. Thing is, I don't want us all burgeoning in their witch hunting Infographic show, because he's actually a good channel, it's just that he made this one bad video. Honestly, I'm not really gonna stand for it. Maybe PewDiePie watches this video. Or T-Series. Well anyway, that's all for today. If you really enjoyed this video, which is really boring, then I hope you leave a like. Oh, and subscribe for more. I know in the past 2 months I haven't really uploaded videos, and that's because I've been really busy with schoolwork, but I had to make this video. But again, I hope you enjoyed this video, I really do. I hope you all have a great day, and that we took something away from this video. Peace out. See ya.